Well, the Trump administration is considering a federal takeover of Columbia University as the school negotiates for restoration of canceled federal grants.
That's right. This as a judge is deciding today if the government can continue to detain former Columbia student protester Mahmoud Khalil. Let's get right to Good Day's Hayley Fixler. She joins us live in studio with the very latest on this. Hayley, good morning.
Good morning to Shani Dan. Well, in a two-page memo filed yesterday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio reiterated why federal officials want Khalil out of the country. Rubio said Khalil's role in the campus protests were in direct violation of American foreign policy objectives. Rubio also says the protests were anti-Semitic and fostered a hostile environment for Jewish students. Now, the government had 24 hours to submit evidence to the immigration judge. And in this memo, Rubio cites a federal immigration law statute. It states non-citizens are deportable if there is, quote, reasonable ground to believe the alien's presence or activities in the United States would have potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences. Now, the Trump administration has said that the Columbia University protests Khalil led were also anti-American and aligned with Hamas, which is a designated terrorist organization. Officials also say pro-Hamas propaganda was distributed during these events. Now, Khalil's lawyers are firing back. They say, quote, today's hearing has momentous implications, whether the government can act in violation of the Constitution to deport someone. They add, quote, this administration wants to silence Mahmoud. They want to silence the people speaking out against the government of Israel or the government of the United States. Now, this hearing comes hours after reports revealed the Trump administration is seeking a legal arrangement for federal oversight of Columbia University. Now, this would be called a consent decree, and what it would do is it would establish a compliance agreement between the government and the university to ensure that school officials keep their policies on anti-Semitism aligned with the Trump administration. Now, this comes after Columbia University lost $400 million of federal funding after White House officials say they failed to address anti-Semitism and failed to adequately handle the chaotic protests on campus. University leaders did end up making changes to policies. The Trump administration has since said the university is on track to restore its federal funding. Now, Khalil is set to face a judge at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and it's likely the decision the immigration judge makes may create a precedent in the cases of the other non-citizens who also participated in these protests. Dan, Tashani.
All right, a lot of people watching this. Hayley, thank you for that report.